Hello my dear kids, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and healthy at your places. Stay home, stay safe. This is your English teacher Himani Joshi from DPS Haldwani Lamachor. And today we are going to read the poem of your NCERT book from unit number 8. The title of this poem is What's in the Mailbox? So, What's is the short form of what is. You can see I have drawn a mailbox here. So, you have to open page number 77. I know you all are sitting with your books. Okay. I need not to remind you time and again that you have to sit with your books and a rough notebook while you are watching the videos. Okay. So, what's in the mailbox? First, we recite the poem, then only we will go forward to the explanation part. So, most always when the postman comes with letters 2 or 3, they are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. I am going to write some letters though. That's what I am going to do. And then my friends will answer me and I'll get letters too. I will get letters too. Now, first I read, then you will repeat. Most always, when the postman comes with letters 2 or 3, they are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. I am going to write some letters though. That's what I am going to do. And then my friends will answer me and I will get letters too. Yes. So, first let us visualize the poem, then only we will understand that what is given in the poem.
What's in the mailbox? Most always when the postman comes with letters 2 or 3. They are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. I am going to write some letters though. That's what I am going to do. And then my friends will answer me and I'll get the letters too.
Dear kids, hope you like the poem. Now let us read and understand what is given in the poem. So this poem is about a little girl who was very upset. Why was she upset? She was upset because she wanted to get the letters, but no one ever gave her any letter. So she thought of an idea to get the letters. So, have you ever received the letters? No? Now, let's see what the child decides to do. So, the first stanza is most always. Always means at all the times. When the postman comes with letters 2 or 3, they are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. So, the little girl is upset. Why? Because she never gets any letter. When the postman comes to her place, he gives letters to her parents, her mother and father. But he never brings any letter for her. So she was upset. She was expecting the letters from her friends, family members and relatives. Okay. So she thought of an idea. I am going to write some letters though. That's what I am going to do. And then my friends will answer me and I'll get letters too. So she decides to write the letters to her friends so that when they receive the letters, they will also respond her, and ultimately she will also get the letters. Okay, like this, she wanted to fulfill her wish to get the letters. So children, what do you think? She got the letters or not? Yes, obviously she got the letters, because whenever we write letters to someone, they also reply us, isn't it? They also reply us, they respond to our letters. So, it was a good idea. Dear kids, have you ever seen a mailbox? Might be you have seen a red colored mailbox nearby the market. So, you can see I have drawn a mailbox. So, what you can do? You can post the letters in the mailbox. From there, the postman collects the letters and delivers it to our home. So, this is what postman
does.
So, now let us do the word meanings. Please open your notebooks. Write down the date first, as it is instructed by me earlier also that first of all you should write the dates. Then unit number 8, and then what's in the mailbox question mark, because it is a question. So what is in the mailbox question mark. Now let us do the word meanings. Word meanings. Our today's first word is always. ALWAYS, always. Its meaning is at all times. TIMES, times. Always means at all times. The second word is never. NEVER, never. Its meaning is not at any time. The meaning of never is not at any time. Now the third and the last word is though. THOUGH, though. Its meaning is even if. Its meaning is even if. Please pause the video if you have not written these word meanings. First, finish writing these word meanings, then only shift to the question answers. So, let us read always. ALWAYS, always, always. Its meaning is at all times. Never, please repeat. NEVER, never. Its meaning is not at any time. Very good. Now the last is though. THOUGH, though. Its meaning is even if. Its meaning is even if. Always, at all times. Never, not at any time. Though, even if. Dear kids, now let us do the question answers. Our first question is, who does the postman bring? Who does the postman bring letters for? So, who does the postman brings letters for? This is a question. So, and it with a question mark. Okay. So, can you tell me the tense? Yes, this is the example of simple present tense. Okay. In simple present tense, we use do, does. Okay. And when we use do, does, with the verb we don't use S or ES. Okay. So who does the postman bring letters for? The answer is the postman. The postman brings. So we have to write the answer in simple present, subject, then verbs, first form with S or ES. The postman, this is singular, so we will write the singular verb. Okay, and with the singular verb we put S or ES. So the postman brings letters, letters, letters. The postman brings letters for the parents of the child. Full stop. This is an answer, so put full stop at the end. So this is also the example of simple present tense, okay, where we put subject, the postman is subject, then verbs first form with S or ES according to the subject, okay, and here the subject is singular postman, okay. So with singular subject we write singular verb with S or ES, okay. With singular subject we write singular verb, okay, and the verbs are just opposite to the nouns, okay. When they are singular they use S or ES with them, when they are plural they don't use. So here the subject is singular, so verb should always be singular, okay, and with the singular verb we put S or ES. So brings, then object, letters for the parents of the child, okay. The postman brings letters for the parents of the child, okay. Now the next is question 2, okay. Does the child ever get a letter? Does the child ever get a letter? Get a letter? This is a question, and this is also the example of simple present tense, okay. And in simple present tense what we do, in order to make the questions, sometimes we put who, how, whom, why, where, okay, and sometimes we just put do and does in the beginning to form the questions, okay. So do, does, here it is the child, it is singular, so with singular instead of the child we can use it also. Yes or no? Yes, we can use it for the child, okay. So here in this poem it is not clear that the child is a boy or a girl, so we can use it for the child, okay. Yes, there is the picture of a girl, so you can assume the child as a girl, okay. If you are assuming the child as a girl, then you can use she also, okay. But it and she both are the singular pronouns, okay, and with the singular pronouns we use does, okay. So does the child ever get, this is the verb's first form, okay. As there is does in the sentence, so we will not use S or ES, okay. Even if the subject is singular we are not supposed to use S or ES. Why? Because it is given does in this question, okay. So does the child ever get a letter, okay. And I have told you that whenever we narrate the stories or we write the stories, we use simple present tense to make it more exciting, okay. So in this poem also the poet has written the story, the poem in the simple present tense to make it more interesting, okay. So we have the questions also in simple present tense, okay. Does the child ever get a letter? The answer should be no. No, the child never gets, G-E-T-S. Here we will put S or ES. Why? Because the child, okay, the child is singular. With singular subject we use singular verb, and singular verbs include s or es. Okay, that's why gets a letter. Full stop. Okay. So no, the child never gets a letter. Okay. Okay, this is also the example of simple present tense. Does. Okay, so that's why it is given decide, even if the subject is singular. Answer is, what does the child decide to do? The child decides. D-E-C-I-D-E-S. Why we are adding S? Because here it is singular subject, and with the singular subject we use singular verb, and singular verbs include s or es, so that's why we have written decides. The child decides to write. The child decides to write some letters to her friends with the hope of getting the reply. Okay, full stop. The child decides to write some letters to her friends with the hope of getting the reply. Okay, so please do your work on time with good handwriting, and please try not to make any mistake. I hope this chapter is clear to you. Now in our next video, we will read the next chapter of unit number 8. That is the silly sister, my silly sister. I hope this much is clear to you all. Thank you for listening to me patiently. We will meet in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.